Morning, said. Yeah. Yeah.
You've seen me okay. I had mic off. That's good. Most of the time, you've seen me enter more than one position, right? So, why we do that with split positions? Because of these situations. There are wicks which are sometimes 5 pips, sometimes less, sometimes more, maybe. Why we split positions? Because we want to get a better entry and we don't want to have all the entries too far from support. In this case, we can say maybe two zones in between. It's a 4 pip range. What do? You know that there's a chance that price might reject from here and from here. So you split your positions. You enter half here, half if it comes lower. That's simple. 4 pips. If it's a bigger, range, not 4, but let's say it's 10 pips, you wait at least it comes to a 5 pip range to enter half, then if it comes deeper you enter another half. Or you start with 30% here, if it comes lower you enter the rest. But never everything here. You always leave some if it comes lower because there's always a chance that it might come for a deeper retest.
Said, can I draw on the chart?
I think you can. You have the pen somewhere, animate,
Yeah. So
try.
it's annotated. Okay. So let's see. When we see the trade, this was not there, right? So this was not
Yeah,
there. So there is the break, and to see the level, this was the level I saw because there is the close, right? This is the level.
yeah.
The thing is that the other one, the red one that you see, is that because of this, or you go in base of the wicks here?
Yes, so why did I use that is because you can see the wicks where they're coming from,
Yeah.
and this is where the candles are closed, and also you have this on the left, it's the same one.
Okay.
Basically this is all a zone. You can see also this wick here where it's from rejecting from. You can see this candle where it did a breakout, a retest, this candle rejecting. So basically just a zone.
Yeah.
This all is a zone, and it's not that it's too big. What you can do here is draw a rectangle here and you
Yeah.
cover all the zone. It's just 4 pips. There's some candles rejecting higher, some lower. So that's why I just split positions in this zone, and that's it. If you look also on the left, you could see why I picked there. That's where first price can reject, and this is the second. So just try to enter inside this range, whatever this happens again.
Okay.
If it's a bigger zone, like 10 pips range like this, you don't enter in a 10 pip range. You wait at least it comes to 4 pips range. The less, the better, because you can enter a better position.
Okay.
Are you in the trade still or not?
No, I didn't take it because I put the entrance entry only here. And this is another question. So the price would have take the entry here when to take profit here, and after came back. So I would be out at break even now with this candle here.
So you're
So
asking where to take profits when you
yeah,
enter here first.
yeah. The entry, yeah. If
Yeah.
I would have entered here, I didn't because my entrance was here, so I didn't. But if I entered here, so the first entry, the take profit where would be?
Now if you enter one position here and one position lower. Now this position is gonna have 10 pips earlier than this one. So if this one goes 10 pips, let's say you close this one and you leave this run until it gets 10 pips also. So you don't close both at the same place because this one still didn't give you 10 pips. So you can close, let's say, half of your position when it reaches 10 pips and leave the rest run until it gives you 10 pips. Then you can choose, do you want to close everything or close, most of it on your position that's
Okay,
left.
so you wait only the 10 pips, always.
No, no, no. It's not always 10 pips. It all depends on the setup. Because
Okay,
here, for example, it's not necessary to have a 10 pip take profit because there's a bigger zone.
yeah,
It's a
exactly.
bigger zone to go to. But usually having 10, 15, 20 pip take profit. It's not always the same, but yeah, usually one to one because there's no need to use a bigger stop loss than 10 pips. I would use here around 8 9 pip stop loss. So first take profit would be 10 pips also. More than that would be just a bonus first.
Okay. Because the way the candle um, uh, developed was like it opened. I show you here. So the candle. Let's wait. So annotate here. So the candle opened here, went here, went back straight away, so to the entrance, and after went up here. So once it was up, I would have taken the first profit even if it's only 6 pips, because it went down again for the second time. So the second time I thought was risky because it could be to go to stop loss.
Yeah.
So it's I would once the price went to entrance here and after came back up here, even if only 6 pips, I would have put break even, and it would
Yeah, look,
have
the
yeah
thing is, it was only 6 pips.
yes
So you could still have a chance for price to go up, but you of course you were a little bit scared that
yeah
now coming all the way down again might end up going to
yeah
be a fake out. So that's normal. But sometimes you got to look at the time of also, let's say it's only 5, 6, or 10 minutes or 15 minutes in the candle. Of course, you're gonna have like a rejection, the price gonna come to entry again, try again, these kind of small consolidations. But you always gotta wait because it can still continue until the until you have like a confirmation that price is gonna be a fake out. There's no need. As long as it stays above, you're still good. You don't need to close the trade or do anything.
okay, because I'm used to close the break even every time it goes
No,
back.
no. Look, if there's no reason, then you
Yeah,
don't have to close. As long as you have a clean traffic on the left, why close at why move stop loss at break even when you still
okay.
have more room to push up? Because there's no reason to close too early here. Of course, you're gonna have small consolidation before pushing, because not every time you're gonna have a straight push. Sometimes it's gonna be small consolidation, and price is gonna move to the upside.
Okay.
And as long as price closes back in the range, you don't have a confirmation to close this trade. You don't have a reason. Just like you have a confirmation for price to go to the upside, a break to the upside, you need a break to the downside to give you the confirmation that it's going to be a fake out. Because there's no fake out without a close back in the range.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, sir.
No worries. And this is also like a classic break and retest too. Whenever you don't have a full move on the right on the next candle, this is what happens. One, two
Okay.
candles, third candle pushes all the way up. Now this candle closes above here, makes a small pullback, and then fills the whole range to the upside.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the breakouts like this. We've had plenty uh, in the
Yeah,
past.
usually I was expecting to like this on the first scan, like without this, I was expecting to be the like retest and just this candle to be the one that goes to profit like this. That
Look,
was I thought.
yeah. In this case, for example, if I would enter around here and then I would have this whole candle push give me
Yeah.
10 pips, then yeah, maybe I would go to break even
Okay.
because it already made a new high here, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
It made a new high, gave me 10 pips, and now it's coming all the way to a downside. That's when I would move my break even
Right.
because it took 1 hour here, then it gave me 10 pips, it made a new high, then I would be worried that I might get stopped or might go to fake out, but not on the previous candle because it was just not enough and it's still closed above. In the essence, if you look at it, as long as it stays above, you're clear. You don't have a reason. But sometimes, just to make sure you don't let this whole move go to waste, just because you want another 5 pips or something, you secure. If you have 1-to-1 risk reward, why not secure? You got the move. Why risk everything to go to a loss maybe? So instead, what you do, you secure most, leave some run, and you don't risk the whole move to come to break even and at the end not get anything. Better something than nothing. It's sometimes it looks like or not getting anything, it's just 10 pips. A lot of people will say, oh, you guys only take 10 pips or something like that. But this 10 pips is 1% for us. We don't need more than that. This is all we need, a small move, and we're done. This is how you start. You start with small moves. Once you reach a certain level, then you are, after making some profits, gaining consistency, then you're in a position where you can hold these trades for a longer time, not just get a small move, but wait for a bigger move. Because every time we take a break and retest, we know that after this 10 pip move, there's a lot more space to push, You can anticipate this can easily turn into a swing trade, but not now. Now you get 10, 15, 20 pips as much as you can every trade, and you move on until you reach a certain level. Then you can go for these trades, for longer trades. You can go for a swing trade based on a quick small scalp trade. This can always turn into a swing trade. All the break and retest, whenever they break a level,
Yeah.
they usually go more than we expect most of the time. But what we do is we secure earlier. We don't want to anticipate a big move. We want to anticipate a small move based on levels from another level, from one level to another level, and that's it. See this Aussie ADJPY here.
Yeah.
It did break above, made a retest, went all the way up. Usually you would probably close around here. We would get 10-15 pairs, but always you can see another 10-15 push to the upside. And in the future, you can hold this all the way along, and not close anything. But that's it when you've already made some good profits consistently, and now you have, more, you're more comfortable holding trades for longer.
Very interesting.
A lot of things I've said before will come with experience. A lot of things. These are just, patterns. These are just the candles, the way candles form. You'll get used to them by time, and you're gonna anticipate what happens. Even when there's no break and retest, you can anticipate like a push, that a push is coming above a resistance or support. There's a lot of things you can anticipate before they happen when you gain enough experience.
Cool.
There are a lot of other patterns that happen,
Yeah.
but they are not consistent. But there's a lot of times where you can take advantage of them, here and there, just because you've seen that happen too many times, and you can already know what's going to happen just based on how candles are forming.
Yeah. The thing is that I see many of the other patterns, they have inside, they have a break and retest. Maybe not waiting for a big break or is the way we look at levels,
Yeah.
but they all of them they have a break and retest inside.
Yeah, of course. Plenty of patterns have the same. I've said like yesterday or 2 days ago that most of the strategies are basically the same.
Yeah,
They all have the same thing, inside, where they either wait for a breakout or, trade Fibonacci. You're either gonna trade rejections or you're gonna wait for the levels to break.
yeah,
You trade trend lines, you're gonna wait for a trend line to break, or you're gonna trade a rejection. You trade whatever. They're all basically trading a breakout, because what do you need? You need a confirmation. How do you get a confirmation? You get a confirmation by candle close, or by a candle by breaking a zone. and basically all of them are the same. Somebody trades just continuation, somebody sells resistance instead of waiting to break it. There's plenty
Oh,
of reasons how,
here.
there's plenty of ways to trade.
Can I ask you something about like this chart, for example? Um, like some people I see they trade like this green candle. Let's say this 1 hour close here, like this, close here. Uh, so this is the candle close, and there is the wick like here on the top. Okay,
Yeah,
and some people they do not enter like we do, let's say here. Some people they wait the candle open here, goes here, and they enter once the candle broke this high with the stop loss on the one that break the high, and they take profit wherever it is up here.
yeah.
So
So they enter while the candle is still open, but just pushes above the previous weight,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, exactly. They don't enter to the retest, but they want first the retest happen, and the retest is gonna be the stop loss, and they enter at the break of the high here.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's impulse entry
Okay.
because what they do is they anticipate more continuation
Yeah.
once price pushes, makes a new high above this one.
Yeah.
So the thing is, they look also at lower time frames. And
Yeah.
on a lower time frame, this might already be a breakout and then pushes all the way to the next zone, while they don't wait for a break on, let's say, 1 hour. They just see, okay, we're at resistance. This candle didn't break, but this next one is pushing. And once it goes above this, they take impulse entry. Or maybe they are based on a lower time frame breakout.
Yeah.
But for us, price is still at resistance as long as 1 hour is open, and we just don't want to risk to take an impulse entry. Instead, we wait for a break and retest on the 1 hour. Maybe the lower time frames already did a break and retest and they're moving,
Sure.
but most of the time we also get a chance. So it doesn't matter if you lose it one time, it doesn't give you a retest because most of the time it's gonna give you a retest. And if you look at all the charts, all the pairs,
Yeah.
you're gonna look at you're gonna find so many break and retest.
Sure.
It's just sometimes we miss them, sometimes they don't give us a chance, and you end up maybe with less break and retest setup. But at the end of the day, you have plenty. To be honest, you have plenty of break and retest. You just gotta be there when they happen, otherwise you miss them. Sometimes we don't really get readers, like it's a bad day, everything just moving one way. But in normal days, you're gonna have a breakout, you're gonna have a retest. Trading is very easy some days, and patience is all we need.
Yeah. Yeah. We might have something this hour.
This hour, USD is pushing up, but this level is not that strong. I don't know if I can trust it, and it's gonna have to be a good close to convince me to take buys. This Aussie dollar, this Aussie dollar could be something, but you see this? This is pretty much like a ADGPY
Yeah.
because you have candles closing and rejecting around here. You can see then you have this previous candles here that are closing lower. So this all is a small
Oh.
zone
Yeah.
of how many pips? Let's see. That's almost 5 pips, 4 or 5 pips. Great. So to be comfortable to take this trade, we're gonna need We need a clean break above, and that means a move all the way around here.
Yeah.
Then we can take the retest to the downside. But if all the zone is 5 pips and you only get 2-3 pips close above here, it's just not gonna be enough convincing for us. How do you decide where your stop loss is gonna be on a break and retest? Look, it's very simple. How to decide a stop loss? You just have to look where do you think the price shouldn't go in order for your setup to still be valid. You know, if price breaks this zone here, if you have a candle close above here, then you are waiting for price to come for a retest here. Then you say, okay, I'm gonna enter here. I suppose that price shouldn't come deeper than this zone here. Well, why do you think that? Because now you have support. So this support should hold the price and then still continue to the upside. So what happens if price pushes below? I don't think I can afford price to drop lower than this. So that's where I'm going to put my stop loss. And from your experience, you can anticipate what happens after price comes this deep in the zone. Usually what happens, it turns out to be a fake out. And that's how you decide where to put your stop loss. It's pretty simple. You have support, you put your stop loss below support somewhere where you think that it's too far per price to come to adjust your stop loss, then to move to the upside. Because we know that there's a lot of times that we can have a deeper retest than continuation. So we count that deeper retest in our minds, and we say, okay, we're counting that it can come a little deeper, then push up, but it can't come too much. You set a limit. If it comes until here, for example, then might be a fake out. So we're not gonna let price to come all the way to the downside, because it doesn't make sense to put your stop loss too far and then say, okay, we're safe now, because if it comes until here, then it might come until here too. So why take this loss that's not necessary? We have a close GU. Let's take a look at GU. Stick. Yeah, this is the worst setup. Yeah, it needs to come all the way where the previous candle started.
Yeah, I saw that too. Maybe I was looking at USD card. That is.
USD CAD?
It's very weak. Close.
Yeah, it's very weak close. It's not good enough. Yeah, if this candle would come from the deeper zone, if this candle maybe would be a break, we would take the retest. But I don't think this is gonna come, to be honest. Maybe the lowest it's gonna come would be around here, like 270. Maybe there, but not lower than that. It makes a lot of sense for GU to push to the next zone, really. It's very close. There's good momentum. Yeah, EU could have been very good if we would have just a little stronger breakout. Otherwise, it's too weak. EJ on the other side here, there's a lot of rejections happening on this level here. Now you can see where we're having plenty of rejections, right? All these wicks, all these candles closing at this zone, and then you see the wicks rejection from a lower zone. Then you look left and you see these candles rejecting. That's why now having a clean break below this is risky to take the retest because you have another zone just below it. So instead, what do you need here? You need a clean break below both. Then when it comes for retest, you enter half here and half here. So it's the same thing as ADJPY or Aussie dollar that we explained. There's two zones in between in a 5 pip range. There is the 4 hour level. Yeah, that's why I said we need a clean close below. Otherwise, it would be a mess if you would only look for a break of this zone here. Aussie dollar could be nice. We just need a clean break above. And this is GA. Look at GA. What a nice break and retest to the downside. They close below. First you had rejections, a close below, a retest, and more continuation. That's pretty nice. The 4 hour though was not clean. Yesterday was a mess. How you guys doing? How the crypto world is doing? So many people lost money yesterday on cryptos. They thought that they'd never see a crash like, bro, we had so many crashes on FOREX. You think that crypto is never gonna have a crash? Was just a matter of time. Your voice is very calming. You want me to read you a story? Should be a voice actor then. Is DJPY analysis? Is the DJPY? Wow, CHF pairs some big drops. Somebody said CHF JPY, but CHF JPY is a little bit messy. If the breakout was, lower than this, not going all the way to the next zone there, we could have a nice chance here. But has gone too far. 20 pips. I mean, if we get full reject or full pullback all the way down here, we might take it, like we can get quick 10 pip rejection here and be done with it. We'll see. As the DJPY analyzes. Yeah, I drew this zone here on the DJPY. I think it already did a break and retest. There's a lot of rejections. I mean, if I would see this happening, I would definitely take it, because this is an easy 10 pip trade here. Easy. 15 almost, actually. It was a clean break and retest. If you look on the left, it's a mess, but based on these rejections here, it was perfect. But what next for SDJPY? Let's go to the 4-hour. I mean, based on the 4-hour, based on how this previous 4-hour candle closed, pretty bullish, coming from another support, going all the way up, breaking a zone, closing bullish. You expect a retest and some more continuation. But at the other side, this was a big consolidation box, and yesterday we had a clean break on the 4-hour. We did some continuation. Now this could be a retest for even more continuation, and this seems like it could go lower than that. We could have some more continuation from this level, even though we rejected first. You look down at the daily, and a daily makes sense to continue down also, because you have this major resistance on left, and yesterday finally we got rejected, came all the way down, but somehow we are stuck in between these zones, because all this is a big consolidation box. Now daily got rejected from another zone here, then you have another zone here, so plenty of zones. It all makes sense for price to continue down, just based on higher time frames. I know that 1 hour looks different. 1 hour looks like it broke the zone, now it's going to continue up. That can happen also, but sorry, but from what I see, maybe it could have a little small move to the upside, then move to the downside. Now I just remember, since the daily and 4-hour looks like they're gonna move bearish, gonna have some more continuation. There's a setup we can wait for here, and is this one. If price comes all the way, closes back in the range, we could take some sells maybe. Also daily goes bearish. Once we break this zone, we get the retest and some continuation. Maybe filling this range would be perfect. I've seen plenty of setups like this. Plenty. When on lower time frame it breaks a zone, but on the daily just making a retest. Then comes to the downside, breaks this minor zone created, does a retest, then pushes all the way down. Daily fills the wick, 4-hour wick fills the wick, 1 hour fills the range, and done. We're gonna wait. Remember this setup here. We're gonna wait and see if this happens, which is very possible. It's been very slow. The London session has been very slow lately. What the hell did I just see? A man avoids drinking water for 40 years and remains healthy. How? How can you not drink water and live for 40 years? Yeah, I don't see a good setup for now either. Usually when the 4 hour is the new 4 hour is coming, we're having some breakouts.
Said, could you go to MZDJPY for a second? I ask you.
NZDJPY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to make it bigger on the last consolidation, like zoom it a bit more.
Andrea?
Yeah, yeah. You hear me?
No, no. I thought you were gonna talk.
Yeah, yeah. I was looking in my MT5, it's a bit different price. Um, so yeah, here is easier. So can you, this rectangle that you sign
Yeah.
with the split entries, right? Between, because I was thinking once you have that break, maybe it would be this is the first line, and the other one will be the top of the wicks, like this, and split the entries between two. Does it make sense? Or
So here you have most of the candles. You look to enter where most of the candles are closed, right? Or to put your support. So this is where most of the candles have closed. Here I would enter here. I wouldn't wait for price to come here because it doesn't make sense, you know. But I would enter all the way here. This is only only one wick, so it's not a zone to say I'm gonna enter here because not even the breakout candle was that high. So the breakout candle was here. It was just an easy. It shouldn't be a problem where to enter here. As soon as it comes to touch the wicks here, you should already start to enter everything you have. And what if it becomes deeper? It won't make any difference because it's only 1 or 2 pips, let's say.
yeah. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, see, it's 3 pips lower. Your whole pips would be 8 pips here, just going below the breakout candle. That still would be enough.
Okay, perfect.
Have a position sell for GU and gold. What do you think about that, sir? Sir, I don't know, sir. I don't know why you entered GU or gold sells in the first place. Maybe send me a chart to look why do you do it, and then I can give you an opinion. Otherwise, I don't see why you're selling GU. Maybe a daily retest or something, I don't know. But I think it's Very risky. Daily could be, continuation on GU, but it has a little bit more space to push up than to drop. Can you give a look at this? GJ, this is GJ. If it breaks down, we could have same trade as Monday. Yeah, I mean, it could be good. GJ, if it closes below this. You're right. It's the same level that we took Monday. It's the same level. And see, we took the trade after this candle closed and did a retest. Now on the same level, we are rejecting again. If we close below, we can fill this range to the downside maybe. Makes sense. Why not? We'll wait. We'll see what happens. If GJ closes below this hour, that means we get also 4-hour breakout. So even better. We get a double confirmation. CHFJPY, yeah, it does look good. It just has gone too far. I don't know if it's gonna come for a retest here. It might be a little bit too hard to come there, but we'll see. We'll see. We're here for it. I'm starting to have hopes for this GJ setup here. Your cat? Don't tell me. Don't tell me about your cat. I don't like this pair. It looks good. Look, your cat looks epic. Your cat looks epic, man. Look at the 4 hour. If the 4 hour closes above, and this is great. Great stuff from your cat here. Look at all these rejections. Should be a perfect 4 hour setup here. Just a matter of time now. CJ also. Yeah, see CJ? It's almost identical with GJ. Look, cat JPY, cat JP, okay. I thought I had where's GJ? GJ definitely going down from what I see. Look at cat JPY and GJ. Not a much difference between them. CHF, JPY made a nice support on 1 minute chart, got in at a good time. Just got stopped out. I have no idea what you're talking, my friend. What are you trading on cats on CHF, JPY on 1 minute? CHF, JPY doesn't move enough to trade it on 1 minute at all. I mean, it doesn't move enough to trade it in one hour sometimes, let alone on 1 minute. Yeah, GJ looks perfect. See the 4 hour? It needs to fill the whole range to the downside here. It's a typical setup. A daily also left a wick. All we need is 1 hour close below. That means 4 hour close is also below. We get a nice candle without a bottom wick. We get a retest and boom, a nice move to the downside. We get quick 10 pips here, no dubs. Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna grab some water and I'm gonna come back. Okay, GJ is coming, slowly pushing lower. Look at GU. See, GU coming all the way down here for retest. We're not going to be comfortable taking a buy on that pullback. Your cat about to be a perfect setup. You lost a trade. No, actually, this was yesterday. I forgot to delete it. The trade was yesterday. From yesterday's stream. Hopefully your cat stays here because there's plenty of time for that to reject all the way to the downside. See if we have any news. Coming up, some Euro news. Low impact, low impact. 3.5 hours, a speech. High impact, that could do something. Other than that, 4 hours jobless, initial jobless claims on USD. Yeah, I think we're clear today. We are clear today. We are good to go. No cat news. In 3 hours, we should be done with your cat in 3 hours. Until something comes that can affect it, we will be done. There's a lot of waiting been going on. And I'm thinking to go to stream on Twitch actually. I can play games during the time we wait, at least, to make something out of the stream while we wait. You can play games most of the time, then before candle closes you go and focus on Forex. Then if there's a trade, you stop playing for a little bit, trade, you're done trading, you go play again. Easy. Yeah, I know Geo is coming, but I think like I said, it's risky. Could be some more continuation on the daily. What do you think about EU daily? Let's take a look. Euro dollar, break and retest. It was perfect. Herman, I think yesterday I said that something about EU making a daily retest. You know, actually I said yesterday that if we break this, I said that we have more room to push to the downside because the daily support was lower, and I said that at least we can come here to make a retest here on the daily, then push up. So the thing was, should we take sells or not? Is there room to push more? Then we said yes, because the support was lower. And what a nice rejection. I was perfect. Even though yesterday was risky because we had plenty of news yesterday. We had FOMC yesterday, so it was not perfect to trade it. In 4 hours it's more clear. Yeah, even on the 4 hour it's perfect almost. So we have two options here. GJ, if it breaks. We have EuroCAD, which is even better, I think. Especially the 4 hour. The 4 hour closing above. It should be epic. Should get at least like 15-20 pips here. Let me see. Yeah, we should. Should be very good. CJ perfect also. Yeah, CJ is good also. It's pretty good. The 1 hour is also good. No, actually, it's not that good. 1 hour has the support here. We have few rejections. USD CAD breaking up. No, USD CAD is a mess actually. Wait, and unless it breaks this zone, then USD CAD is not gonna be good. It's a pretty strong zone. We need to break this, then we'll see. For now, only EuroCAD is clean above resistance. Let's say if it's gonna stay that way. GJ is just trying to break, but there's another 20 minutes left, so plenty of time to give us a breakout. Your NZD possible sell setup. Your NZD. Let me see. Sell setup. Where do you see that sell setup? It's doing a retest. Where do you see that retest? No, I don't really see anything here. Price is at resistance on the daily. Actually, it's above daily resistance. So we could fill this wick on the daily maybe. 1 hour. 1 hour is a little bit messy. But it looks like there was a small zone here. And now it's pushing above that. So it could be something like this and fill the range to the upside. That's a possible thing that can happen here. But honestly, I don't see anything there right now. GJ, very nice GJ. Hopefully it doesn't leave us because looks like it has decided to push all the way down. GU turning into a nice fake out of this small zone, which was expected, honestly. We did expect that. Nothing to be surprised there. EJ also is gonna close. This 4 hour is about to bring some epic setups. See, plenty of setups coming now. It's usually this time of the day we're having these good breakouts. We might switch the time of the stream, maybe start when the 4 hour starts at 11 a.m. Let's see, everything looks perfect right now, except that GJ has gone to hell now. It's too far away. It's too far. 17 pips, not stopping. It is not stopping. I don't think we're gonna get a retest here. It's gone too far. Let me see your cat. Hopefully it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. We still have a chance on your cat. We have another 15 minutes. We're gonna get left out here. They're gone. Oh, Geo breaking below this is epic. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but could be. We can have a chance, who knows. But taking sells at this level, no. I don't think so. It's not good enough to take sells on this. Even though it can work, but the safest would be a break below this. GJ has gone too far, unfortunately. Can this still work if it comes for a retest? It can, but you know, it has to make a 20 pip pullback, 22, 3 pips. I think your cat is going to be my trade, unless it goes too far somewhere. Or EJ, but EJ needs to come a little lower. A little lower. Even though I think EJ, it's still gonna work out nice, even if it closes like this. Probably it's gonna come here and then reject to the downside, fill this range here. That's probably the setup here today. We'll see, we'll see. It's just a matter of time now, 10 minutes left, and we make a decision on what we want to take. Your cat is 100% to take. There's no doubt about your cat. It's perfect. We just need the retest and over. You're in GU buys. Why would you be on GU buys? DJ Doc Surge. Why GJ buys? Because it does make sense to enter GU buys right now. Do you have any active trades today? No, but we're about to have very soon. In 10 minutes, hopefully. Retest? No, my friend. No retest on Geo. It's not a retest. Look, the 4 hour almost like a retest of this zone, then a rejection and continuation. A daily was very bearish yesterday. It did like a retest. See on the daily? Look at this. See, this candle closed above, then the yesterday's candle closed all the way below this support on the daily, and this should be the retest to have more continuation, and you could see that on the higher time frames. SDJPY, what did I say? It's exactly doing what I expected, only that it's going too deep now, and it's not giving us a chance. Yeah, I knew these JPY pairs gonna do that, because, well, I've seen this many times. I've seen this many times. Let's see where it's gonna close. Your cat's going too far. It is going too far, and it's almost 20 pips. Yeah, 20 pips now. 20 pips now. We're gonna get left without a retest. Every pair is pushing a lot. As DJPY 4R looks even better. No way. Yeah, perfect. It made perfect sense. These stupid pairs, they stay for 30 minutes on the same place, then they start moving just before the candle closes, and pushes that much that it doesn't give you a chance at all. Wow, what a drop on GJ. 35 pips drop. So JPY pairs usually tend to break and won't give you a retest? No, not usually. Usually they do give retests, but sometimes they don't. Geo might be perfect? Yeah, Geo might be perfect. We just need a good close below, which probably won't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We're so unlucky. We're so unlucky today. Wait, maybe EJ here. If it gives a good retest, maybe EJ. Gold. Okay, let's take a look at gold. There's nothing here on gold. What can you expect here on gold? Maybe if it does a good clean close below here, then a retest could have some nice continuation. Otherwise, it's just stuck on this support here. There's nothing much going on gold. Let's see. Geo is very close. Let's see if we're gonna be lucky. We have another 7 minutes left. In 7 minutes, a lot can happen. But from what I see, favorite is Iracat right now. Iracat is the closest. It hasn't gone too far. In 30 minutes we have a confirmation to enter trade. We don't look at lower time frames for 30 minutes. Yesterday you skipped USD CAD saying it was overall downtrend channel. No, we skipped USD CAD because it was at a 4-hour resistance and daily resistance. Look at USD CAD. USD CAD was yesterday here. So you can see the 4-hour. The 4-hour was at resistance. The 1-hour did break a level which was a little bit lower, as you can see the line here, 1.20800. So because it was at this resistance, we didn't want to take it. And if you go to the daily too, you have the same situation. The daily was at resistance, this daily, which went different than after. USD CAD is close also to break, but I don't know, it's gonna end up with a weak close or close below, probably, because we have 5 minutes now, less than 5 minutes. High time frame still bullish on GJ, be careful. No, I'm not taking GJ anymore, because GJ pushed 35 pips almost, and it's too far now, and it filled the range. There's nothing left for us right now. What we can do on GJ is wait for a break of 153.500. This is the best level you can get. It's a clean support, plenty of rejections. We'll see about that. Our trade's gonna be on EuroCAD. That's the trade for today. It's going to be 1 hour and 4-hour zone. Perfect. GU is trying, it's very close. We'll see what happens. Two minutes left. Let's go. 2 minutes left. The GU is not gonna break. USD CAD almost. And your cat is already in breakout. We're just waiting for the close now. What's your bias in US30? I don't know, to be honest. I think it's very bullish right now. It's crazy bullish. Even though lately's been pushing down a little bit last 3 days. We have a pretty strong support here. And it looks like it's below that. You might have some more continuation to the downside. Looks a decent 4-hour support. Yeah, I could say shorts too. Your cat is the trade. Your cat is the trade. It's perfect. This is gonna be the easiest trade you've ever taken. What about gold? We talked about gold. Okay, we do have a close. The only problem is, are we gonna get a retest? That's the only problem. I would like to not see a push above this, because if it does, it's gonna fill the range. Probably. We have EJ too. I think I'm gonna take EJ if it comes to. But we'll see. I'm more of a fan of your cat. I just hope it doesn't go too far then come for retest, because I wouldn't like to take it after that. Just 1% left on FTMO. So you just have to make another 1% and pass it? Oh, that's great. That is great. Hopefully now we have a trade and you make that 1%. EJ coming. EJ is coming. Let's go. Let's see. To take a trade on EJ, we're gonna need like we're gonna need to enter like in the middle of these two zones. It's already at the zone on the left, 820, but it needs to come higher, 840, 850, because at 900 we have the previous support. So coming all the way up here would cause us a slight small drawdown, which we don't want. So we're gonna wait for EJ to push deeper or higher so we can take it. I'm afraid we're gonna reject from here, but it's too big of a range to enter here. We need to come a little higher at least. 3-4 pips range is nothing, but 6 pips range too much. Let's go EJ just a little bit. Don't leave us here. That would be a shame. Okay, it's pushing. Still a little bit more. Just filling the 1 hour wick, we have 12 pip range. What do you guys say? Should we enter half now? It's 5-6 pip range. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to come. At least 850. I'll take my first. But I have a feeling we're gonna reject from here. Hopefully just come a little higher. 850, 860 would be perfect to start. Cause yeah, it's too early now. Okay, let's go. 830, another 2-3 pips, and we go in. Okay, it's getting closer. It's 840. 840 coming. Stop loss is going to be yeah, around 15 pips above the breakout candle. Okay, price is at 850. I'm gonna enter half here. Let's go. Let's go. We are in. Stop loss above the breakout candle. Guys, I entered more than 50% of my position, not only 50, because I'm gonna count this as a stop loss, even if it comes higher, it won't matter. Good luck, have fun. I entered most of it. I'll enter another 30% if it comes a little higher. That would be good, why not? But most of my positions are here. 850. Well, let's wait and see what happens now. Only going bearish. Let's see. We get 10 pips only just by going bearish. pushing lower than that, just feeling the wick, we get 14, 15, and we're done. Let's wait and see. Yeah, still a copy trading service still working? No, I don't. No, I don't. Maybe it's gonna take a while, so you guys can chill and wait. It's a 4-hour and a 1-hour breakout, so we have a double confirmation, guys. Unless some kind of news comes and destroys the setup, there's no reason why this should push up. It's a perfect setup. We have support, a very strong support, plenty of rejections, couldn't continue up. It did once try to break, then came back in the range, did a retest, and boom, we are all the way to the downside. We have a clean break to the downside, more than 10 pips. We also broke another level that we have on the left, so we are clean. We are ready to go to the downside. The retest is happening right now. We entered at 850. It's another 2-3 pips to this zone, but we are entering a little bit early because not every time you get the perfect retest. So we're counting this 3-4 pips as a stop loss, or we can enter what's left, because I said I entered 70% here and I left some if it comes higher. If not, I'll be happy with what I have. Expecting continuation now. Is the first minutes of doing the retest. We can expect continuation on the next few minutes. Even if it doesn't move in the first 30 minutes, we can count on it till the last 10 minutes of the candle. Will you have a sell limit position? No. Oh, there's no need for a sell limit because you can enter just manually. You can do it manually. Let's go, EJ. EJ came a little deeper in the zone. That's all fine. There's no worries. I can expect price coming higher. It's totally normal. Are you buying euro? Guys, please don't do these kind of questions. If you don't know what this is, I suggest you to go to babypips.com, because these are just basic things you need to know if this is a buy or this is a sell. Percentage of take profit. Oh, 70% of take profit at break. No, I don't understand you. So take profit will be when we fill this wick here around 13 pips. Once we reach 1-to-1 risk reward. Yeah. Once we turn bearish, we certainly gonna push lower than that. Then we take profits. I like this a lot, to be honest. Just the fact that it's a 1 hour and a 4 hour setup, a double confirmation. That should be enough confirmation. Can't get any better than this. I really don't see a reason why this should fail. I only see plenty of reasons why this should go deep in profits. Soon. Soon, it's coming soon. Slowly rejecting, slowly. But since the 4 hour level 2, I'm gonna expect it to take longer. I'll be okay with that since it's a 4 hour level 2, a breakout 2. So hopefully we are done as soon as possible, but we always have to know that it might take longer than just 10-20 minutes. It was the same yesterday, but we lost. Yeah, yesterday we lost, but we won hundreds of them, so one loss doesn't make a difference. Monday we had the same, it was a win. Tuesday we had the same, we had a win. Yesterday we had a loss. Today, let's see now. So far so good. We're saying it's slow all the time, but reality we have this is a fourth trade for the week actually. So not very slow. Never traded a setup in Forex. This would be a scary one in stocks. Well, I don't know about stocks. I only know about Forex. And this setup, it's not the first time or the last. I mean, God knows what number of the trade is this one, because there are unlimited trades same like this for years. Like, this is a proven strategy. Just go to my Instagram and look. You have 1,000 setups same like this on different pairs every single day. At least, the ones that I've shared. Imagine the ones I haven't shared. Unlimited setups. This is good. Good rejection. Slowly going lower. Rejecting. Like I said, once we go bearish, it's game over. check gold. We checked gold. There's nothing happening right now. You gotta wait for this candle to close below. Then you might look for a retest to continue down. Yeah, wait for a break below this zone. Then a retest to continue to the downside. Would you be able to look at UK 100? Why would you trade that, man? I'll take a look, why not? But it's just... Well, I don't really see anything here. There's just a lot of zones. Looks like it's at support right now, based on some of the rejections on the left here. This one, these. Plenty of rejection actually. They got respected until then, until here. Then you had this fake out. Then didn't really respect maybe on this case. That means you're at support. Maybe wait for a break below the support and you can take the retest. I don't know if break and retest works on these indexes, but you can try, why not? Test it. If it does work, then you can do it. Okay, GJ, slowly, let's go. All we need here is going bearish and game over. That's all we need, because once it goes, it's gonna fill the wick first, then maybe the whole range. How many pairs do you trade? Once, one at a time. I trade one at a time. Whatever pair gives me a chance, I trade it. Mostly I focus on the major ones, so most of the trades are on major trade pairs. Euro, GBP, USD. Secondary pairs, just here and there, sometimes, but not every day. How do you know when to enter a trade? Something tells me inside, you know? It's secret. What broker are you using to trade? Pepperstone, IC Markets. Plenty of different brokers out there. You can use different ones if you want. It's Black Bull Markets, Traders Domain, plenty other brokers. They're all good, no problems. To withdraw, good spread. Do you draw support and resistance to give you an idea where to enter? Well, we trade based on zones, right? So we draw zones, we wait for a break of these zones, then we enter on these zones when they retest, you know? So yeah, zones are basically to just give an idea where to wait for a break, where not. You can see zones even without drawing them. But so everyone can see them, we draw. That broker have crypto too? No, I don't know. I never trade crypto, so probably they do have, but you can't really trade them. I think Bitcoin only you can trade one lot and more on IC markets, and one lot is like 0.010 lots or 0.01 lot. I don't know. Not sure because I never trade them. The monitor, this is the 49-inch, and the two on the left on the right, they are 29, I think. I know. Yeah, I think 29. Not sure, but this one is 49-inch. EJ taking some time. I did expect this. It's been 30 minutes. Let's see, in the last 30 minutes, is it gonna give us what we want or not? Any updates on GU? Updates on GU. Look, GU is still at support. You can see how it's getting rejected. So unless it breaks below, there's no trade on GU. You need to wait for a break below this support, then a retest and some continuation to the next support. It's very simple, but it's not a breakout yet. You need to wait. If the 30-minute close is bullish, does not that scare you? No, I don't even look at 30 minutes. It does the same. I took the trade on 1 hour, right? I don't need to see what's happening on 30 minutes or 15 minutes. I explained this many times. I don't look at lower time frames. They just make things difficult, and they confuse me at least. Because you can have all the time frames on the same page when you take a trade. Every time frame does different things. What I need is 1 hour and 4 hour to be the same, and that's it. Also daily sometimes. Daily usually doesn't cause any problems. 1 hour is 4 hour, and 4 hours is all I need. What 30-minute does, it doesn't matter to me, or 15-minute. Close bullish or all that, it doesn't matter for me. As long as 1 hour is still fine, for me it's no worries. Is 4 time frame good? Yes, it is. Of course it's good. Higher time frames are always better. Look, I tried trading with low time frames too. If 1 hour would give me a breakout, 30-minute would give me a strong bullish close or something, that I would close, and still 1 hour would still go to the downside, and it would still go my way. It would just 30-minute would just scare me. You guys seen how there's plenty of times where until the last 10 minutes we pushed to the upside, maybe we pushed even higher, deeper in the zone, and we got scared, but we kept the trade still until the candle closed. And on last 10 minutes, boom, it starts to move to the downside. If you were on lower time frames, would close already, because 30-minute close or 15-minute close would scare you. This way you have less stress and you don't need to think too much. 1 hour is all you need. As long as we stay below this, we are fine. We are fine as long as we stay. Unless we come all the way up, close back in the range here, then we start to look for an exit or something. But as long as we're below, there's nothing to worry about. It doesn't matter how 30-minute closes as long as we stay below this. I trade on 4 hour and 1 hour, but I use 5-minute to 15-minute for my entry. Why would you go to 5-minute to enter when you can just enter on the 1 hour? It's the same zone. If you're trading a zone on the 1 hour, why would I go to 5-minute to enter when it's the same zone? You can enter at the same price. Why go to 5-minute? That's what I don't understand. I understand if there's a daily setup and you go to 1 hour and 4 hour to find a zone, because you might be at support or resistance on the daily. So you look at 1 hour to find a good place to enter. Let's say the daily is pushing below support. You go to the 1 hour and see if you have same support. If you do, then you enter, and that's fine. But sometimes daily can go below a zone. Then you say, okay, we're below the daily zone, but let me look 1 hour. Maybe 1 hour has another support below that, and I might end up with a position at support, and I might just take a loss. So better I check. So you go to 1 hour, you see, okay, there's another support. You need to wait for that to break too in order to take it. But having a zone here on the 1 hour and going to the 5-minute, why? You can just enter on 1 hour time frame. It's the same zone. Why do I not have to break the previous low of the candle to enter? Because if I do that, I just lose the whole move, Why would I wait to break the low when I can catch this whole move? I would be too late to enter here if I wait for this to break. This is the style I have for trading, It's my style. Some wait for the break of this, some wait for rejection, then enter on the next candle. It's different. Glad to be back. Happy to see you trading again. Welcome, my friend. Did you go to university? No, I never did. Successful people don't go to university. They drop out of school. I'm just kidding. Of course I did. Of course I was at university. EJ slowly coming down. Slowly. It's getting closer and closer. How are you so calm? Do you smoke any weed or something? Well, no, actually, I don't. That's my personality. I'm calm. I was always calm since I remember myself. I mean, some weed would be good also. Maybe I would be even more. No, look, you don't need to weed to be calm, you know. You just have to know how to control yourself, control your emotions, and you're good. What did you study at university? Does it help with forex trading? No, it has zero. Mm, no, it doesn't help at all. I learned programming in the university. It had nothing to do with forex. People that know that I trade think that, oh, I went to university and that's helping me to trade forex, but it doesn't have any. It's not related anything. It's programming with trading is two different worlds. But programming is very nice. I don't know, you guys. Maybe someone who deals with coding, programming, computer languages. It's very logical. It once I have kids, I'm gonna send them to programming courses right away. Your brain develops a lot, because everything is just logic. Your logic is in use all the time when you program. Everything is logic. You have to use it a lot. I liked I like a lot programming. It's very good, but it's hard too. You know, it's pretty hard. Programming, maybe it's harder than forex. I don't know. Would we be able to enter the trade once it passes the low of the previous candle? You are able to do whatever you want, but that's risky. When price comes already here, we are done. I was working as a commercial pilot on Spain 5 years ago, and here I am now trading for a living. Bro, being a pilot is better. No, what does that mean, commercial pilot? The trading view is just to show you guys. It's good to draw zones and stream on it. I trade on CTrader. I use trading view only for analysis. I dropped out of uni to become a full-time trader. Parents were mad, but I paid off the car loan. Now they're, of course, parents are mad. They just want the best for you. They don't know what forex is. They don't know what happens there. Usually in the beginning, it just seems like nothing, because there's a lot of struggle, of course. Did you secure some are still holding? Not yet, not yet. We went bearish for a little bit. We're just waiting for a little more, maybe. We already have 9 pips. Let's go for 10, 11. Let's see how many pips we have. We have 10 pips, ladies and gentlemen. We have 10 pips. Let's go a little bit more. I said once we go bearish, it's game over. Let's see. Fill the wick. Once we fill the wick, we are done. Let's see if that's gonna happen. Let's see. We're having the move in the last 30 minutes, just as expected. I still think we're gonna move lower than that, at least fill the wick. Then after that, we'll see. After that, I don't really care what happens. I just need this wick to fill. We get 13 pips, 14, maybe 15, and we're done. Program a Forex bot would enjoy that. No, guys, really, I've been thinking doing an algo just based on break and retest, but I'm not that good to make it by myself. I need help. But if I make an algo based on break and retest, it's gonna break all the records. I'm telling you, there's no trading strategy with this consistency. Making all the, setting all the good rules and everything, you can't break all the records. We're being a little bit greedy maybe to wait for more, but we didn't get enough yet. The move seems, yeah, I need 13 14 pips at least, 1 to 1 risk reward. Once it fills the wick, that's when I'm gonna move my stop loss at break even and secure the most. Yeah, of course. Dropping out of school does nothing good, guys. Nothing good. I'm telling you, you always need school. You need to have a profession, no matter what. Because Forex is there. You never know what happens with Forex. At least you need to have a skill, some other skill that if something happens with Forex, you can go somewhere and you have a skill, you can work something. School maybe seems like it's not useful at all, but it is in real life. You learn something. At least, some people do. If you don't want to learn anything in school, you can. You can just go there and not give a damn about anything, just sleep on the classes all the time. But there are people who learn in school and later on they say that school helped them a lot. Look, trading is not for everyone. Just like being a doctor is not for everyone, or being a football player or being a basketball player is not for everyone. Everyone has a talent. We're all good at something. Not everyone can be good at trading. Same. There were people who said to me, look, I think trading is not for me. It's just not for me. I'm just gonna go find something else because I don't see myself succeeding. It's not that I don't have a good system or I'm not patient or something, but I just don't see myself, at trading. I just don't understand it or something like that, And you gotta accept that. Like I say, I can't be a doctor because I'm just not strong enough to see, people to cut people and these kind of things. That's when I say, okay, I can't be a doctor. I'm not good enough for that. Even if I study and everything, I'm still not gonna be able, to do that job. So same thing you have to do also. Ask yourself, do I really want to trade Forex? Do I have the resources? Do I have enough patience? Am I the type of guy that trades? You're saying you can't play in the NBA? I don't know. You know that. I don't know. Maybe you can. EJ is taking too long. We have another 15 minutes left. So we either go bearish on this candle and move, fill the wick, or or we stay here. Next candle opens and starts to move to the downside. It's two options. One of them is about to happen. Which one? I don't know. We'll see. What we want is this candle to push, fill this wick, and that's it for us. Otherwise, even if we close like this, we're still good. We can still continue down. It's just that takes more time and that's not good for us. Why? Because we don't want to wait too much. Next candle and it goes up. Tohidul, tohidul. Why, my friend, do you want to see us lose, my friend? Why? And you're sending that emoji like you're right and we're wrong. Like, I don't want to see anyone lose. I hope you win too. I hope we win too. There's money for everyone. Like, people come to the stream and say, no, you're wrong. It's not like that. It's gonna go this way. I am better than you. There's money for everyone. Just hope that we all win together. We don't win anything seeing someone else fail. Ryan, if you're stuck at break even, you gotta see what you're missing, my friend. Maybe just miss something small that's gonna take you to the next level. You have to search for that. See what you're having difficulties. What's one thing that's keeping you there still? Oh, my friend, you'll never see me. You'll never see me rage or upset. Don't worry, my friend, because it doesn't make a difference to me. Losing a trade doesn't make a difference. Losing two doesn't make a difference. When you know your skills, you're never worried. You're never worried because you know what you can do. It could be just a small, a bad time, a bad day, a bad week maybe, or a month. But You can still make plenty even having a bad month. It's 12 months on the year. It's totally fine to have a weak or a bad month. So you never rage when you play Call of Duty? First, I don't play Call of Duty, and I don't rage now. I play Face It, even when the game is so bad. I mean, I just don't speak at all. I don't really care. You see my table? My life is like this. I don't give a damn about anything. My personality is high all the time. Can you show your MetaTrader? No, bro, I can't. Why do you want to see my MetaTrader? I trade on CTrader. Do you show your open trades live? No, we don't show open trades live. We show them before. Now we are not showing them live because there's no need actually. I send my trades live in my group, my entries, my everything. There's no reason actually. If I would be streaming, it's not a big problem. Yeah, we traded live. If you don't know, if you're new on the stream, we traded live, and it was also a copy service, and we made profits also. It was live every day. We showed our entries live on a live account. Everything did live. And if you don't know me, you can go to my Instagram. I prove myself all the time. I showed live trades, I showed withdrawals, I showed everything. Now I can't go every day and show everything all the time because people know me. You know, it would take too much time every day to tell everyone who I am and explain to everyone and show them withdrawals and show them a live trade and everything. I mean, we share live trades every single day. We have 6 minutes left. EJ's been on the same place. Same place on EJ. It hasn't moved that much. We get it rejected, but we need this to go bearish. It did go bearish. We had 10 pips, but not enough. We need to go lower. Okay, let's see. Last minute going bearish, pushing more. That could happen. When you trade as many profits, good idea to trade risk-free by moving stop loss break even. Yeah, you can do that, but you need certain pips, at least to move at break even. Otherwise, you'll just end up at break even every trade and not get anything. This needs to go at least another, you know, 5-6 pips more so we can move at break even. Otherwise, maybe next candle comes again to our entry and it takes longer to work out. So putting stop loss at break even might just cause stopping you out and still going your way, and nobody likes that. Do you have any strategy rules for break and retest? Yeah, plenty. What do you think about Ishimoku? I have no idea about Ishimoku. I don't use moving averages. How you find this epic strategy? I don't really understand your question. How you find this epic strategy? I'm not sure how you're asking this question. Oh, maybe you mean how did you find this strategy? How did you come up with it? No, I don't know. I used to trade EMAs, moving averages, and I used to enter when they were crossing. And that cross came usually when price broke a level and it was making the retest. That's when it was making that cross, whenever it broke a zone. Then I started to trade that. Then I removed the moving averages because I learned the setup. Then I saw this break and retest all the time happening. First I was using lower time frames also. Then little by little, perfecting the strategy, started to remove the lower time frames, trade only on higher time frames, creating some rules, finding out why fakeouts happens, and these kind of things. What do you think funded accounts? Funded accounts. There's just one thing here. Would you risk your money, or would you risk a money that someone gives it to you? That's not your money. Even if you lose, you don't lose anything. Which money would you risk? Yours or some other people's money that tell you, okay, here's your money, trade this money, whatever you make profit, you get 70%, I get 30%. If you lose it, you don't lose anything. Which choice you're gonna get? Are you gonna risk your own money? Because if you risk your own money and you lose it, then it's over, you don't have any money. But if you use that guy's money, you get 70% if you win, and you don't pay anything for it. And even if you lose it, you're not going to lose anything. Which one are you going to choose? EJ is still there. It's taking some time. I'm pretty close to mastering this strategy, but I want more knowledge. If I buy your course, will I get more knowledge? Look, I don't know how much you know. You can always get better. It's not always just buying the course, maybe just by staying with the people that have the same mindset and that have the same strategies, that trade the same, can make you better. You never know. Maybe someone just needs a place where all the people do the same thing. I don't know. I'm sure the mentorship would help you because I'm there for you all the time. But it all depends on you. How how are you interested? How much do you want to make this work? I never tell anyone make buy my course and you're gonna be perfect at trading because I don't know you. I don't know how much you work. I don't know how much you care to make this work. So I don't know what I'm gonna say. I know that I can help people. I know that a lot of people are very good at trading now because of me. I'm proud that I could help them. So yeah, actually, I've been thinking very soon I'm gonna close my mentorship at all, and it could be this week. Will you enter main position if it comes at 850 again? I don't think so. Probably no. I'm just gonna leave this to run. We'll see what happens. EJ, I expected this pretty much, taking more time because of the 4 hour, but we're still good. This next candle now pushing down would be perfect. Once it goes below the previous two candles, then we're moving all the way at least around here probably. We'll see. No longer mentoring or not taking on more students. Yeah, I think soon I'm gonna remove that responsibility that I have. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep trading with my current students because I don't really need any more take students, you know. No, no, no logic, not you. Just new ones. Not gonna take new ones anymore. What lot size do you usually use? Different. 10 lots, more or less, most of the time. This is taking too long. I can't stay here now to wait for it because God knows how long it's gonna take. But I can tell you what to do. Now, it's pretty simple. If price comes all the way up, closes above this, then we look to enter on a pullback at break even, probably, if it gives us a chance. Otherwise, as long as it stays below this, we're still good to continue to the downside. We can come all the way to here. First target is around 13 pips when we fill this range here. It's taking some time, so I don't know how far it's going to take, but this is the first target. Second target, you can leave a runner, and we'll look what happens after. But what is happening? Price is coming again. It doesn't matter. It's a 4 hour level too. It's a 4 hour break and retest too. It makes no sense to continue all the way to the upside just based on how candles are formed. So we can still expect price to continue down. Stop loss is at 980, just above the breakout candle. And if it comes a little higher, maybe if you have more room, you can enter another position. But I still believe it's going to continue down. It's just taking some time. So we'll see later on. For today, guys, I think I'm done. Thanks everyone for being here. And have a good day. It's 12 p.m. Need to eat some food now because we started later on. We stayed 2 hours and a half. It's a good setup. It's a good setup. It's taking too long. Maybe it's gonna come a little deeper, but we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be easy to manage actually. I don't think it's gonna be a fake out because chances are very low to be a fake out. It's just taking time. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day. Thanks for keeping me busy this session. And see you tomorrow, hopefully. Have a nice day.